Alright guys, well, it's the end of another day. It's been a nice one. High was almost 80 today, which is not too bad for April in Northeast Ohio. Had a little bit of rain blow through this afternoon. It cooled things off nicely, so it's nice and cool now here this evening. Been working on Project Frankenstroke here today. And in the spirit of transparency and honesty, I'm going to share some of my failures as well. So I finished fabbing up these two beautiful fuel filler neck holders. Got them mounted to the bed. Got everything installed. Put some mud flaps on here. Thought, boy, this thing's really coming together. I'm going to take it to put some fuel in it, and lo and behold, they don't fill. As you can see, we got kind of a trap going on here in the middle, and I was a little concerned about that, but I wasn't sure how else to go about this, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And it's not going to work. I believe these are filler necks out of an actual dually, and you know, on a dually they sit kind of here in the fender, and it's a little bit different arrangement, and they're not going to work here. So I went digging around here, and I've got one of these. Actually, I've got two of these, and I think these must have been off of the cab and chassis truck that we took the flatbed off of. So I think these are what was on there, and obviously this one's not going to work real well because the breather, the little elbow there, is rotted off. I don't know, maybe we could make that work if we need to. But these are straight hoses. The fuel filler is perpendicular with the flange here, and I guess these are perpendicular with the flange too, if there's a metal flange back there. But the hoses are not straight. And with this angle in here, these are not going to work. So I happen to know where there is a scrapyard nearby that has recently acquired an OBS cab and chassis truck that I'm hoping has two good fuel fillers on it, and then I also need to change out the breather valve. So these fuel fillers off of a regular pickup bed, there's a tube that runs down the center of this fuel filler that the fuel itself runs through, and then the outer section of this serves as the breather and lets the air escape from the tank as you're filling. And you can kind of see how that works when you look inside. You can see these holes here. So that center portion goes down into the tube where the fuel fills, and then the air kind of comes back out through that opening there. These don't work that way. They've actually got a separate tube for the air, for the breather, for the fumes to escape the tank while you're fueling. So I need a different filler neck itself, and a different hose, and a different rollover valve that goes in the top of the tank and attaches here. It's a larger diameter so that you can evacuate those fumes as you fill. So I guess I'm going to have to grab a couple of those. I was actually headed down there to get some tires put on these two rims. Anyway, we'll get good rubber put on at least two rims here, and then we'll put those on the front as steer tires. So, a little bit of a setback here today. Took the truck out for a drive. Drives pretty nice. However, I do think I've also got a brake dragging. This passenger front brake. It was pretty hot when we got home. I could smell it before we got home, and I only went, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles. And it was pretty good and hot. It's still pretty warm. So I've either got a caliper there that needs to be replaced, or something that's hung up and just needs to be lubricated, but I'll have to tear that all apart. which isn't the end of the world because those new tires will be on the front here anyway. So, one step forward and 2 steps back, I guess. But that's how we dance here. That's kind of how it goes. But I don't know. I think it's coming together nicely. It's going to be a great truck. So I'm looking forward to getting this thing finished up, getting it onto its new home. Maybe here in the next week or so we'll be at that place, but making a little progress. Thought I would share some of the failures as well as the successes. That's just me being honest. So that's how it's going so far. I'll let you know when there's more to update. All right, guys. Well, you can see everything is marked off the list. And that is because today's the day. Frankenstroke leaves today. A few little changes in plans, a few little pivots as we finish this thing up. But I am pleased with how things have turned out. We got fuel filler necks mounted. I tried to figure out a good way to do this and keep them as high as possible, and I finally settled on a muffler clamp because work truck, not show truck. There's not a lot of fall in that tube, so I wanted to hold it as tight as possible to the underside of the bed in hopes that it fills okay. I'm going to take it up to the fuel station here shortly and put some fuel in the tanks, see how it fills. But I think those will be okay. Ended up having one bent rim. He's got a couple of rims that are the same as these that he'll just swap one of the other ones onto it when he gets his new tires. These are cab and chassis fuel fillers with the separate breather tube. You can probably see that there. It's a little different design. Probably fasten these together here before I let it go. Apologize for the noise. I've got some gutters going on the house today as I prepare for the next project. But yeah, we're looking pretty good here. I'm pleased with how this has turned out. We've got gauges installed. I'll show you what we did here. So these are glow shift gauges. It's their Max Toe series. And I think they call them, I don't know, double vision or something like that. They've got a digital readout and a 270-degree sweep needle. And then this is a switcher for the TS 6-position switch. That's by KT Performance. It's kind of cool. It actually lights up with LEDs, kind of displays which tune you're on. So we've got that, fuel pressure and boost. And then down here we've got 2 pyrometers, one in each bank, because why not? It's a V8, right? No, because that's what he wanted. And if he's paying for them, that's what he gets. Man wants a green suit, get the man a green suit. So, you can kind of see how all of those work. This thing's kind of neat. Like I said, it changes every time you flip the switch. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's finished up here pretty nice. I did not put the radio in. He had bought some wiring kit for installation of the radio, and it's not the right one. It's not got the right connectors in it. These things are a pain in the neck trying to figure out which wiring kit you need. They've got all sorts of different wiring connectors in these based on year and whether or not it had the premium sound package, and I don't know. It's kind of annoying. But got things fairly well straightened out, and it is ready to go. So as I said, I may take it up and put some fuel in it here yet. But we got the interior put back together. Got all the gauges installed. Got 2 new tires on the front. He went with 235s. These are hand-cooked Dynapro AT2s. And yeah, not a bad looking tire. He's not going to do a lot of off-road work with this truck. So he wanted something that would be a little quieter for on-highway use. And I don't know, that tread pattern should be bearable. So we've got the bed on it. Like I said, I'm going to run it up to the fuel stop here and put some fuel in it for him. Make sure that those filler necks work like they should and we don't have any major leaks. And the new owner will be here this afternoon. Be here in about, I don't know, 3 hours or so. And this thing will be off to its new home. So I apologize. I know we've been behind on uploading some of these videos. I've been thrashing on this thing pretty hard here to try and get it done for him. And been very busy with my day job here the last couple of weeks as well. So I've not had a lot of time to edit and upload videos. But I will get caught up here once this thing is out of here and I'm not spending all my time working on it anymore. But not a bad looking work truck. Not bad at all. So the next step here is once my gutter guys get done and get their Pentastar trash out of the way, I can get this thing out of here and go put some fuel in it. We'll see how those filler necks flow. I sure hope they are okay. If they're not, I don't know, he's gonna have to come up with something different. But getting close. Getting very, very close. So that's it for now. Alright guys, well there she is. The finished product. At least as much as I'm gonna finish it. New owner should be here any minute. Sounds pretty good through that 4-inch straight pipe. And it looks like the new owner's here. So this is the end of this project for right now, at least. On to the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.